Hi there and welcome to Tall Guy Rides. In today's video, we are going to talk about the Brixton motorcycles that have hit the Indian market and should soon grace our streets with their presence. Now, let's talk about the two bike categories that they're launching. The first one is a 500cc inline twin cylinder motorcycle, or rather a set of two motorcycles. So you have the Crossfire X and the Crossfire XC. The Crossfire X is a road biased neo retro roadster scramblery kind of a motorcycle, but the road biased nature is kind of given out very clearly thanks to the rim sizes, which is 17 front, 17 rear, whereas the Crossfire XC, the XC, very similar to the Tiger 800 range, that nomenclature, is more of a dual sport scrambler which comes with 19-inch front and 17-inch rear, right? Let's go over some of the quick specs of the motorcycle before we dive deep into what kind of value these bikes will offer to the Indian market. As I said, it's a 500cc motorcycle. It's a inline twin. These engines will produce 47 PS of power and 43 Newton meters of torque. So these will be a little bit shy in terms of power when it comes to their closest competitors in the Indian market, which is the Royal Enfield 650 series bikes. You get suspension which is adjustable both front and back in both of these machines. You get a TFT screen. No, wait, you don't get a TFT screen. You get an LCD screen, which is sort of outdated now that you look at it. And these are not inexpensive motorcycles. They are in fact fairly premium. We have talked about the tires. Let's talk about the tank. It is a 13.5 liter tank on both these bikes, and the average that you can expect from these bikes is about 25 kilometers per liter. In a real world situation, I'd say about 20, sub 20, which will give you a range of about 200 kilometers per tank. You get dual channel ABS on both these bikes. They haven't mentioned if you can switch off the rear ABS on the Crossfire XC. It being a scrambler and more off-road or trail oriented, you ideally should have switchable ABS, but it's not been mentioned. Seat height, 795 mm on the Crossfire X, 839 mm on the Crossfire XC, 840 mm for those who want a better understanding. The 390 Adventure is 855 mm as a stock seat height, the current one, the not the new one, the current one, and 840 mm is the taller seat height for the Himalayan 450. So in terms of seat height, it's right there in the adventure bike category. And in terms of weight, you have 190 kilograms ready to ride for the Crossfire X, and you have 195 kilograms ready to ride for the Crossfire XC, which does get a few additional bits like a headlight grille. You get a radiator guard, you get a small sump plate. So you do get a few additional elements on the Crossfire XC, and of course they do charge you for it as well. So the base price, the ex-showroom price for the Crossfire X is 4,74,100 rupees. I'm just going to disregard that. And for the XC, you are paying a fair premium. So you are paying 5,19,400 rupees ex-showroom. So fairly big step up. So 25 plus 19, 30, 35, 43 odd thousand extra, right? Now, who does it go up against in the Indian market? Of course, there are much cheaper alternatives in the market, but if you are looking at twin cylinder options, because these are twin cylinder bikes, so it doesn't make sense to compare them to a single cylinder. In the twin cylinder market, you have the Ninja 300, the Royal Enfield 650 series. So you have the Super Meteor, you have the Shotgun, you have the Continental GT, you have the Interceptor, and now you also have the Interceptor Bear. So you have a good number of options from RE in that engine configuration. You also have the Aprilia RS457. So if you are not very decided about the format of the bike you want to buy, You can even get a super sports like the Aprilia RS, which is a wonderful bike. And at the extreme top end, let me just show that. Yeah, on the extreme top end, you also have the Z650, so a retro style twin cylinder from Kawasaki, though the price point for that bike is about just shy of 7 lakh rupees. So we have covered the Crossfire range. Now, who will buy the Crossfire? I am not really sure. I think it's more of a novelty purchase if it does happen. Uh, we will have to get more information from the reviewers, the market, and hopefully, if I can get to ride one, that would be amazing. To kind of differentiate it from its competition, because the competition is quite a bit cheaper. So just for reference, the RE Inti Bear 650, so a similar profile as to the Crossfire XC, you are going to get that bike. The top end bike of that is 3.6 or 3.65 lakhs ex showroom. So a good margin is there, almost a lakh plus. Excuse me. So it's going to be a challenge. The bikes will need to prove themselves worthy of the price tag that they are commanding in the Indian market. As we know, we are all value conscious people. And for the Crossfire X, I'm not really sure. Maybe it is the performance on the road, the ride quality, the ride experience, the how well the bike handles. That's something that might come into the picture, as well as the looks. So it's basically somebody who really enjoys the neo retro vibe of a Husqvarna but wants a twin cylinder, you get the Crossfire X or the XC. But what's really exciting in this launch is the 1200cc category motorcycles that have been launched by Brixton India. Is the Cromwell and the Cromwell X. This is a 1200cc inline two-cylinder, inline twin cylinder, sorry, and you get a lot of features with the bike. So cruise control, dual channel ABS, a TFT display, ride modes, uh, good components from KYB, adjustable suspension front and back. You also get Nissan braking system, so pretty good. The engine also makes 83 PS of power and 108 Newton meters of torque, so nice torque on tap. Very comparable to the Triumph 900s and the 1200s in that space. You also get an 1817 setup for the wheels, and of course you're getting tubeless spokes at this range of the motorcycle. Pricing, and talking about pricing, it's a very nice price. I think this will be a good deal for somebody who wants to have a well, not a liter class, but a large capacity motorcycle. Liter class usually denotes your inline 4 super sport style, but yes, a large capacity motorcycle, and this will put you back 7 lakh 84,000 rupees ex showroom. The nearest competition, the T120 from Triumph, costs you 11 lakhs plus. So a pretty big saving in that sense, 3 lakhs plus in terms of savings. And finally, let's talk about the tank, 16-liter tank. I'm assuming for an engine this size, you ought to get about anything above 15 kilometers per liter should be a good mileage. And finally, the weight, 230 to 35, which is about what you will get in the market for a bike of this engine capacity. You also get the Cromwell X, which is a slightly more um, cooler looking bike. It's going to be a limited edition bike, so only 100 bikes are going to come out. So you'll get the gold rims, you'll get the Pirelli STR tires, so slightly more rugged profile, and slightly more different color schemes. You'll get a headlight guard. Let me show you that. A headlight guard, a small fly screen, and slightly more premium looking motorcycle in that sense. But yes, it is in at the base of it. It is a Cromwell only. So slightly fancier looking one is the Cromwell X. Who is the Cromwell and the Cromwell X for? Well, again, somebody who's looking to have a unique motorcycle but also within a budget. As I said, there's a difference of 3 lakh rupees, and that's quite a fair bit when you look at its closest competitor. So I think people will think hard about the Cromwell when they're going in to purchase their big bike. They're going to take that decision. So the Cromwell will definitely come up in that space. Uh, which bike would I be interested in riding? I think I would like to ride the Crossfire 500 XC for sure. I do like the looks of the bike, very interesting design language, and definitely something that I would like to keep in my garage if I had that kind of money sitting in my bank. But yes, out of these three, I would like to ride the 500 XE. Which bike would you like to ride? Let me know in the comments. And let's talk about these motorcycles and any motorcycle in general. You can just DM me on Instagram and let's have a chat over there. Or, well, if you want, I've received emails as well. So if you want to drop me an email, go ahead, you can do that as well. Well, that's it for the bikes coming in from Brixton, India. These are my thoughts and just a quick summary of what's on offer. Till next time, stay safe, ride safe. Bye.